भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासां ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। नष्टप्रायेष्वभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवति उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्ठिके। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, Chapter 4, text number 23. Sri Shuka Uvacha Ityodhavad Upakarnya Surudam Dussaham Dadham Jnanena Shamayat Takshata Shokam Utpattitam Buddha. Shri Shuka Uvacha Ityauddhavadupakarnya Surudham Dussaham Vadham Jnanena Shamayat Kshatta Shokam Utpattitam Buddha. Shri Shuka Uvacha Ityauddhavat Akarnyam Surudam Dussaham Dadham Vadham Jnanena Shamayat Kshatta Shokam Utpattitam Buddha. Srila Shukadeva Goswami said, after hearing from Uddhav all about the annihilation of his friends and relatives, the learned Vidur pacified his overflowing bewilderment by dint of his transcendental knowledge. Vidura was informed that the result of a battle of Kurukshetra was the annihilation of his friends and relatives, as well as the destruction of the Yadu dynasty and also passing away of the Lord. All these hurdles, all this hurled him into bereavement for the time being. But because he was highly advanced in the transcendental knowledge, he was quite competent to pacify himself by enlightenment. As it is stated in Bhagavad Gita, due to our long association with the bodily relationships, bereavement on account of the annihilation of friends and relatives is not at all astonishing. But one who has to learn the art of subduing such a bereavement with a higher transcendental knowledge. The talks between Uddhav and Vidur on the topic of Krishna began at sunset, and Vidur was now further advancing in a knowledge due to his association with Uddhava. सतं महाभागवतं व्रजन्तं कौरववृषभः विश्रम्भादभ्यधत्तेरं मुख्यं कृष्णपरिग्रहे. While Uddhav, the chief and most confidential amongst the devotees of the Lord, was going away, Vidur, in affection and confidence, questioned him. Vidur was much older than Uddhav. By family relationship, Uddhav was a contemporary brother of Krishna's, while Vidur was elderly as Krishna's father Vasudeva. But although junior by age, Uddhav was much advanced in devotional service of the Lord, and therefore he is described herein as the chief amongst the devotees of the Lord. Vidur was confident about this, and thus he addressed Uddhav in that higher category. That is the way of courteous dealings between two devotees. Krishna Parigrahe. Uddhava is called as a Mahabhagavat in this verse. And what is the reason behind that? Mukhyam Krishna Parigraha. That because he was chief amongst the people who render devotional service to the Lord. Jnanena Ashmayat Kshatta. The previous verse, Vidura is known as a Kshatta. As per the Nirukti, Kshatta means the person who knows the administrative laws of ruling the kingdom. So he was considered as a Kshatta. And that person who knows the rules and regulations of the administration of whole kingdom, Vidura, is also a person who was situated in the transcendental knowledge. And because of that only, he was able to come over the grief that he got it when he heard about the annihilation of Kauravas and Lord's departure from this material world. So when he heard that, all that came simultaneously to him. So it was very disturbing. But because he was situated in the transcendental knowledge, he was able to take that shock. व्हाट्सअप नंतर बघू शकता. And when Uddhava, when he left from there for Badrikashram, as he on the verge to leave from there, he saw Vidurji that it's the right time to ask Uddhava about this. Otherwise, it's not possible to get this transcendental knowledge what Lord has delivered to him. And that was the most confidential thing that Lord has explained to him. And then, with the confidence and courage, he asked Uddhavji. He said, Jnanam param swatmaha prakasham यदा योगेश्वर ईश्वरस्ते वक्तुं भवान्न अर्हति यद्य विष्णोर्भृत्या स्वभृत्यार्थकृतश्चरन्ति. Vidur said, O Uddhav, because the servants of Vishnu, the Lord, wander in the interest of serving others, it is quite fit that you kindly describe the self knowledge with which you have been enlightened by the Lord Himself. So, here the mission of devotees has explained for what purpose they move around. The servants of the Lord are actually the servants of the society. They have a no interest in the human society other than to enlighten it in a transcendental knowledge. They are interested in imparting knowledge of the relationship of the living being with the Supreme Lord. The activities in that transcendental relationship and the ultimate goal of a human life. That is the real knowledge which can help society achieve the real aim of human welfare. Knowledge in the matter of the bodily necessities of eating, sleeping, mating, and fearing, transformed into various branches of advancement of knowledge, is all temporary. A living being is not the material body, but an eternal part and parcel of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And thus, revival of his self knowledge is essential. Without this knowledge, the human life is baffled. The servants of the Lord Vishnu are entrusted with this responsible work, and so they wander over the earth and to all other planets in the universe. Thus, the knowledge which was received by Uddhava directly from the Lord deserved to be distributed in the human society, especially to persons like Vidura, who are highly advanced in the devotional service of the Lord. Real transcendental knowledge descends in a disciplic succession from the Lord to Uddhava, from Uddhava to Vidura, and so on. Such a supreme transcendental knowledge is not possible to achieve by the process of imperfect speculation as performed by the so called learned mundane wranglers. Vidur was anxious to know from Uddhav that confidential knowledge known as Paramam Sthitim, in which the Lord is known by his transcendental pastimes. Although Vidur was older than Uddhav, he was anxious to become the servant of Uddhav in the transcendental relationship. This formula of a transcendental disciplic succession is taught by Lord Chaitanya also. Lord Chaitanya advised that one received transcendental knowledge from anyone, whether a Brahmana or a Shudra or a householder or a sannyasi. Kiba Vipra Kibanyasi Shudra Keno Hai. Yehi Krishna Tattva Sehi Guru. Provided that that person is a factually conversant with the science of Krishna Tattvavetta. A person who knows the science of Krishna is a factually bona fide spiritual master. So this verse speaks about the goal of pure devotee. What really they do, what they wanted to do in this material world. It is said they move around. They move around for what? For sightseeing, huh? Or to just get different dishes from different places, somewhere South Indian, somewhere North Indian, huh?
नेचुरली मिलता तो है.
As Bhaktisiddhanta Swami Thakur used to say that Jivere lalasa iti dhaya Shishnodara parayana Krishna nahi paya. So the person who is sincere in the spiritual life, he never moves around for to just pacify his tongue, but they move around to preach the message of their Lordship. Because they belong to some bona fide disciplic succession which has started from the Lord and which represents the knowledge that has given by the Lord directly as it is. And that makes a tremendous difference. As Prabhupada says here, that there are different personalities, especially the impersonalist, and Prabhupada writes here as a mundane wranglers. These mundane people were much more interested into understanding the metaphysical properties and metaphysical things of this world, which they consider that that is everything. And there's a nothing like a God or something with a higher power does exist here. But that's not the real fact, because one has to understand that the knowledge about the Supreme Lord that comes from the Lord Himself. No one else can speak or write about that without he is in bona fide spiritual disciplic succession. Because what happens, people they do think about their scholarship and their mm, what we can say,
According to this,
mm,
everybody can give the insight.
sorry.
Everybody can give the insight. I
Yep.
mean, house builder, who is brahmachari. Oh, no, Brahmana, Sudra, householder, and sannyasi.
So the actual meaning of wrangler means a person, a profession of handling the animals, especially horses and cattle. So the mundane scholars, on their scholarship, when they wanted to present philosophy treatise, what they have written, is considered as the speech given by the animals caretaker. And main important thing that Prabhupada explains here, that anybody can be a spiritual master, not necessarily the only person who has given up his household life and taken a saffron robe, has a long beard and looks weird and stays in Himalayas or like that, he can be a guru. No. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says किव विप्र किवन्यासी शूद्र के न है, यही कृष्ण तत्ववेत्ता सही गुरु है. Kiva Vipra. It's not necessary that he should be a Vipra, born in a Brahmin family and had studied all the Vedic literature. Or Kiva Sannyasi. Not necessary that he should be a sannyasi. Or not necessary that he should be born in very aristocratic, very opulent family, or maybe a very, or a Brahman or Kshatriya or Vaishya family. He may be a Kshudra, but the most important qualification is he should be a Krishna Tattvavetta. He should know the science of Krishna. And what is that? Science of Krishna. Srimad Bhagavatam. The person who has studied Srimad Bhagavatam, who knows the wonderful pastimes of their Lordship, who has realized that the Lord is a person and he has his own relationship with each and every individual soul. That understanding he carries forward and gives to others. That is most important. And that's why Vidurji is asking Uddhava, please let me know what that spiritual knowledge that Lord has delivered to you. I'm really keen, interested to know about this knowledge. Again, coming back to the principles that has explained in Srimad Bhagavad Gita, that the devotees of the Lord, they are always aspire, they long to hear about their Lordship. And here we see that same desperate desire Vidurji is showing to Uddhava, that let me hear about the Lord, whatever he must have spoken to. And Prabhupada says that real transcendental knowledge descends in the disciplic succession from the Lord to Uddhava, from Uddhava to Vidura, and so on. Such a supreme transcendental knowledge is not possible to achieve by the process of imperfect speculation as performed by the so-called learned mundane wranglers. Generally, we see in the people in the material world, they try to know about the Lord by reading so many books, irrespective of who has wrote them, whether that person is authority on that or not. Because now it has become a common trait that any Tom, Dick, Harry would like to give his opinion about the existence of God, about how God is not there, he does not exist. And even if he is there, then let him retire now because he has become old. He is not capable of taking care of the world because now everywhere there is a chaos. So these mundane wranglers, they try to understand the things with their own mere intelligence. But that's not the way to understand the knowledge. I just reading something, and there one old fellow, he was traveling in a Airbus, and one small girl was sitting beside him. So that person, he asked that girl, would you like to have some conversation? And that girl, she just gave a strange look at that person. He said, because it was totally new for her, some stranger, and he wants to talk to me and I wanted to have a conversation. Then she said, okay, what would you like to discuss about? Then that old fellow, he spoke. He said, yeah, well, what do you think about there is a no God, there is a no hell, there is a no heaven. Then she just looked at him and she said, "Can I ask you one question?" He said, "Yes, why not?" She said, "You know, deer also eat grass, cow also eat grass, and horse also eat grass. But their excreta is totally different. When deer that passes the excreta, it's like a peanuts. When a cow, it's like a flat lump. And horse is like a formulated
चक्की चक्की निकलता है
rounds. Why is it so?" That old fellow was astonished by seeing that the girl's intelligent question. He said, "I really don't know about this." Then she again looked at him and then said, but that person said, "Actually, I don't know, really don't know about that, and I'm not qualified in that actually to speak something on that." Then she just looked at him and she said, "To speak about the hell, heaven, and existence of God, do you think you are really qualified to discuss about all these things when you really don't know about anything?" And that's what happening with the common people here. They don't know anything, but still they wanted to pretend as they have done masters in subjects relating to the God. And the person who really knows about the God, he never try to expose it to everyone. Because Lord Himself says that you should discuss my knowledge with them who are really interested. Otherwise, it is a waste of time. Even we should also be very careful. On the name of a preaching, we try to convince the atheistic person. But sometimes we are not capable to answer their questions. Then that may shakes our faith. So better to janma sarthaka kari karo upakar. Mahaprabhu says that first perfect your life. Try to understand the things what you are going to speak. Otherwise, you will drown with that person. He is already sinking in the water, and you try to catch him and take him out without preparing yourself well or making yourself expert to take that person up. And in the transcendental disciplic succession, there is no age bar. Otherwise, generally people they think, oh, that person is very old, and he must be very knowledgeable. Or that person may be a very young and he does not have any knowledge. But spiritual knowledge does not depend upon your lifespan of this birth. Maybe you are carrying the knowledge from the previous birth, because spiritual knowledge you can carry from one birth to another birth, not anything else. Material knowledge that burns with you. And here, if you commit some mistake in your profession, your knowledge is useless then. They take out your certification and they cancel everything, whatever you have studied, and you have to be the labor then. It has happened with so many people. So this material knowledge is not useful in this life itself, then how it can be useful in the next? But the difference between material and spiritual knowledge is that the spiritual knowledge can go with you in your next birth. And there you can start it from where you have stopped in this birth. Because that knowledge is considered as a transcendental knowledge. So we need to be very practical to understand these things. And when we are practical And when we are apply all this knowledge in our life, definitely it will help us to progress in spiritual life. Hare Krishna.
आखिरी बाबाओं का एक मिशन है, हमने देखा था कि ये लोग फॉल्स वाला गुरु जो रहते हैं, उनका लिस्ट तैयार करके उनको डिस्कस करना है ना
किनका?
इंडिया में।
हम्म।
हाँ, तो मैं सोचा कि ये लोग मंगन नहीं है, स्पेशल है, अघोरी वाला का जो है ना, इंडिया में जो कौन ऑथेंटिक है कौन नहीं करने वाला, हम लोग का क्या क्योंकि उसमें तो नहीं आ रही है।
See, unless and until you associate with the devotees, you are not going to make any progress in spiritual life, especially in the devotional service. So you may practice, there are different ways which they come that it is a spirituality. But spirituality means adhyatma. Adhyatma means which is related with soul and its liberation.
और उससे तो प्राप्त होगा।
See, there are two parts. One is there Vama Marga. You can practice this so-called spirituality for your sense gratification, which is known as a black tantra. There is a Vaishnava tantra also, Shaiva tantra is also there, and there is also Aghori tantra also. So the people who follows this Aghori tantra, for them liberation is very difficult. They accept that path or that process just to gratify their senses in demoniac way actually. The way they perform that austerities, do they think that, as the Lord says, that when someone performs this sort of a physical painful austerities, that troubles the super soul in your heart also. So what they are going to do it? The whole goal of your endeavor in spiritual life to please the Supreme Personality of a Godhead, or not to put him in a soup. I met one Aghori in, he was very old, he was on the deathbed actually. So we asked him, you're staying, why you are staying in Vrindavan nowadays? Generally, Aghoris, they have their own caves or own matha somewhere where they do all this black practices. I said, why now at the fag end of a life you should achieve siddhis in your tantra and just go somewhere? He said, where I should go? There is no destination who practices black magic. They need to come in association with the devotees, get the transcendental knowledge, purify them, then there is a hope for them in the next life they can be a human being. Otherwise, they go lower, lower, and lower. Because performing this Aghori austerities, what happens? The person becomes more arrogant. He starts considering himself as a controller. That's not the mood of practicing spirituality. Spirituality is meant for making you humble in your all endeavors, considering yourself as a lower than the blade of grass. So Aghoris, for them to have a liberation, they have to take the process of devotional service. ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की, श्रील प्रभुपाद